Good morning, back on a small pool, fishing with prawn after perch, but always open to other species as well. That's the bait, the Savers range from Morrison's. I'm not like Ian Clark with his posh Madagascan tiger prawns. Put those in the mix there, brown crumb, no surprise there. And it is summer, of course, so the prawns defrost very, very quickly indeed. If you're using them in winter, it's a good idea to get them out before you go fishing. Breaking the prawns up as well, that's always something I do, so that you've got as much smaller bait items in the swim as possible, rather than just a few large ones. Keep the fish keen, interested and resident for the time that you're there. That's ready now to add some water. Water's in and mixing the crumb. Very, very sloppy, but that will solidify in a moment or two. I don't need it too firm anyway, because I'm fishing just a rod length or so from the bank. There you go, that's perfect. No problem at all getting that into the water, and then as soon as it hits the surface it will break up, form a cloud, which I don't mind attracting the smaller fish, because in turn they will bring the larger ones into the swim. I've cast out, I'm waiting and drinking tea. A good tip, mixing ground bait or crumb, but especially ground bait, because you might buy it in a packet, and don't put it all into your tub in one go and then add the water, because if you do put too much water, it's an easy mistake to make. Then you're stuck with a really sloppy mix that you can't get out. So always hold some back that can then be added as and when needed. Just watching a bird there, it's a wood pigeon, so it's at the corner of my eye. Just a wood pigeon for now, but I usually see a few nice birds when I'm fishing, and I do record them, of course, in the blog, sort of hobby, on my last outing on this particular pool, which was great. But back to the ground bait, and always keep some back so that you can add it if needed. Once you put too much water in and you haven't got any more with you, that's it. What I do, and I'm going to show you now actually, I have the small tub that you saw there, but I also have a large one as well, where I keep all my brown crumb in. So in the event, the unlikely event that I do add too much water initially, I can just put more crumb in later. Last thing you want is to turn up really looking forward to a fishing session and your bait's too sloppy. That's not good. I've had a couple of small roach drop off. I am fishing with a decent sized prawn after all, but the first one on the bank and being returned is what I came for. Hands up if you like bream. Not necessarily the carp angler's favourite, but I actually do love this particular species. Not the greatest fighters in our waters, but always nice to capture, especially when they get to a certain size. Before I cast out again, let's remove the slime. Along with eels and tench, bream certainly leave their mark on your line afterwards. I can remember very clearly my first double figure bream, £10.14, and it was caught by design as well, on a gravel pit, on a night session, and it had been top of my bucket list as far as species captures were concerned for quite some time, and I was absolutely thrilled to get that fish. I can picture it right now, I can remember the swim, the experience, and so on and so forth. No fight. Came in like a carrier bag full of water, but what a great fish that was. Great capture. I do like bream, as I've already said. Perhaps not everyone's favourite, but certainly mine, up there with them anyway. Another roach, not put off by a size 8 hook, a £6 line, and a big prawn.